Here we are. It's Saturday morning. I'm back from vacation. It is time for the Remax Magnolia Real Estate Show with myself and the boss lady herself, Michele Cummins.
What? Hi.
Well, you're the boss lady.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We missed you yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I came back late and I couldn't stop by and say hi, but I hear that the grand opening went swimmingly.
It did. It was so much fun. It was a blast. The weather was good. Lots of people came out. It was amazing. And so thankful for everyone coming out. It was a great event. The sip and stroll afterwards was amazing, fun. I can't wait to do it again already next year. I love these traditions. It'll be a tradition now every year.
Very cool. So I'm glad that it went well and that you had lots of people come by. And of course, you have some positions to fill. Two people want to join you because you are looking for a new full-time receptionist.
We are. We at Remax Magnolia would love you to come and apply. Just email if you want your resume. Give us a shout or walk on in and see us. Full-time Monday to Friday. A fun receptionist position, which also can get into conveyancing and room to grow in the company.
All right. And you're also looking for some more people to join the team that can, sell houses and join us here on the show.
Yes. So if you're an agent looking for a great office with wonderful, like-minded agents who help each other, support each other, and really want the best in their business for their clients, for their family and their lives, for just a great life, quality of life, then contact us. And I would love to show you all that Remax Magnolia has to offer, more than any other brokerage I know. Like hosting the show with you, Curtis Pope, and it's just so much that we offer that's different. I'd love to explain it to you and how you can make more money at our office than I don't care where you're at, and I can show you that.
I like that. Plus, they get a candy cart.
It's true. A multi-candy cart.
Of course, you have
24/7 available.
You have to get away from Shania.
Yes.
And
she's pretty sweet.
And you get to abuse James like everybody else.
Oh, that's part of the fun at the office.
I asked James a couple weeks ago when he was on the show, I said, now, do you get upset that everybody teases and makes fun of you? He goes, no, because people are saying my name. I'm getting publicity.
It's true.
So he's smart. He knows that, hey, any publicity is good publicity.
Good, bad, and different. Hey, it's publicity.
It's dangerous, though. It's going to get to the point where people aren't going to, put your name with Remax Magnolia. They're going to put James's name with Remax
all the merrier.
Magnolia.
All the merrier. Hey, I got a horse.
You got yes, I heard.
Of course.
A horse is a horse, of course.
Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Her name's Glory. And I love her, of course. And yeah, I'm so excited. So that's one of my goals. And that's part of what I teach my agents at the office. So we've got training every week live in the office, but also annually we get together and we have a business planning day, like a full day, lunch and all sorts of good things. And we have a goal setting, like, okay, don't knock it if you don't believe it, but vision boards, because I know that back when I was a very struggling agent, like a lot of agents are, I was like, what is wrong? Something's got to change. And until I actually put down, like I realized, who am I? What do I want out of life? And until I really searched myself, and I took it was almost a week. I remember putting myself up. All I had was like salad, a bowl of salad, and one glass of wine a day, and nobody bothered me. I'm like, Michele, you got to figure this out. Figure out your life. And I really searched my soul and my heart and my desires and my life and what I want. And then I started just cutting out of magazines, and I put it all together on this, poster board. And I just searched myself without any judgment, without any rules or anything. And I put it together, and I'm like, that is what I want. Those are the things I love. And a horse is one of the things. And it's one of the last two things I had on this huge poster board that was what I want out of life. And we live short lives. So I encourage the agents to look at this board every year, create it, number one, search themselves, and then we can place the goals and always meet the goals. But you have to have a goal to meet it. Literally, I was living my life without, oh yeah, sure, I like that, whatever. But nothing happens unless you actually put a date to it, you need a goal, you need that why, and you stay focused. And I went to the racetrack last weekend, and
You make any money?
Actually, I did, but I spent more money than I made.
Oh, okay. It was one of those nights at the racetrack.
But I learned so much. I met this 80-year-old man on Friday night that had gone there since he was 20 years old. Not just gone there, but he's never missed a race, he said. And
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow, exactly. He was dedicated. I go, how much is the most you've made in like a one time? And he said him and his son one time we made 22,000, and that was the most he made. Who knows how much he spent? But he gave me a tip, and he goes, you know who has the last say of a race, Michele? And I thought it was a trick question, and I'm like, I finally just said, who? What? I thought it was the horse. He goes, it's the jockey. And I'm like, oh, and as I'm studying and seeing, yeah, there's certain jockeys that do certain things and certain jockeys that no matter what horse they were riding over the 2-day event that I went to, I can see that there were things that the jockey was doing that made the horse do certain things. So anyways, there's a lot to it more than that, but I find it fascinating because my cousin, Gary Hartunian, owns Rockingham Horse Ranch down in California, and they're racehorses. So they do Del Mar and all over the world. So he does that. So, but I've never had the chance to be down there, and so I'm looking forward to going down there and participating in one of those races. But you learn a lot. So I met the jockey on the Saturday, one of the best jockeys there. He's a champion jockey. And he was telling me how he stays successful. One of the things, he goes, when I'm out there on the track, he goes, I am focused. I am so focused, and I can't let anything distract me when I'm out there. Afterwards, no problem, have fun, this and that. He said a few more things, but it reminded me of exactly part of the reasons that I've been successful is the focus and the discipline. When you're focused on getting to a certain place in your career, in your life, you'll get there, but it does take focus and discipline instead of just hopefully it'll happen to me. No, right. It'll never happen to you like that. So don't think a miracle is going to happen in your life. You make your miracle. You make it happen by discipline and focus. So if you're an agent who wants to make it happen, I would love to show you the steps. They're easy steps. There's not a lot to it, and that's part of it. Anyways,
and you can get a horse.
Yeah, of course.
Although you need 2 horses, because how's everybody going to go riding with you?
Sure, there's another horse named Lucas I'm kind of looking at.
Okay, because how is Richard going to go horseback riding with you?
Yeah, he needs to. I need a partner. I mean, I need a riding partner, so...
Well, my daughter would be happy to join you. She knows how to groom horses.
Cassidy is absolutely going to help me. I am going to take her up on that.
And I know how to, I'm not a bad horseback rider myself. So, I can, put on the cowboy hat, do my best rip imitation and go out there and...
Yes. You know what? They say once you get 1 horse and you get 2 horses and you get 3 horses and it just happes. And all of a sudden you have lots of horses.
You got a corral full of horses.
So you never know. That may happen. So I wanted to chat this segment about how do you sell your property for the highest dollar. So not about...
That's easy. You get Michele Cummins to sell your house.
Done.
It worked for me.
Segment over, yeah.
All right, so I guess that's probably a little too specific. There's probably something more to this, so I should probably let you finish.
Always more.
Yes.
So we're not talking about how to list, like the list price and that strategy. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking, how do you sell your property for the highest dollar? Get to the root of it. And we're going to talk about the root of that. So first off, you want to sell. You don't want to list your property unless you're serious, right? I mean, why? Why list your property if you're not serious? It's a lot of stress to you. It's a lot of stress to your animals and your family if you have them. Don't do it unless you're serious. I'm always amazed
when people say, I'm just going to test the market and put it up. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, what if somebody says, yes, and I want it for this much? Now you're going, well, I wasn't really prepared for this.
And I don't think people realize until they make that decision how much work it is to list your property. So you definitely want to be serious.
So what do you do when you have something like that? They're testing the market and somebody wants to buy it. And now they're scrambling. Is that like a fun thing to manage or what?
Oh, that's a whole nother subject. You know what? We should have a segment about that.
That sounds like a show in itself, yes.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it's to do it right, to be successful, it does take some work. And you can't be scared of that. Selling and buying real estate is the third highest stress they say we have in our lives. I've said that multiple times on the show. So you want to use the people around you, leverage. It's not just you. If you're a single person out there trying to do it and you feel like you're alone, you're not. Use the people around you. You don't want to lose money, so you can't be lazy. And stress sometimes makes you freeze and then you don't do anything. or you list it without doing the things that you've been advised or you should do, and then you suffer. You lose money. And this is your nest egg. I don't care what age you are. Real estate is really usually the highest equity people build in their lives, and is the best investment that they've had. So traditionally, definitely don't let that stress make you freeze. You need to rise to the occasion and do a smashing job on this, because it's like a once in a lifetime, hopefully multiple times you get to sell and make money, but it doesn't happen all that often in your life. So third off, you are not in this alone, and I've said that before, but you have to have your support and leverage the people around you, your helpers, your guidance, your counselors, meaning the mortgage provider. They're going to suggest to you what to do. Do you have a mortgage that can be transferred, like assumed by the buyer? I have one that's 2.9% right now until 2026. I have a seller who has one. So that's something great to advertise, to leverage your listing. If you don't know your mortgage, if it's assumable, find out with your mortgage provider. They will give you that advice if you give them the heads up that you're wanting to sell, or if it's transferable to your next mortgage. Your realtor, obviously, get their advice, have them come in. There's some things that you might think you need to do that maybe your realtor's like, no, that's not going to make you any more money or help you sell any faster. And then you've got your accountant. You must talk to your accountant in case you've got some GST payable, if you've run a business out of your property, or if you have a large acreage and other things. And your financial advisor, of course, to see when you sell, what you do with that money and where it goes. A few more things I wanted to talk about, but we will do it when we get back from break.
All right, sounds good. So people want to see your listings and things like that, and maybe get prepared for, swinging by and stopping by First and James to have a look at that incredible window. What should they do?
Remax, MagnoliaRealty.com.
That's the one. We're back with more right after this.